Today is day number 2 of our Fling machine project. As you see on the screen today, we are going to be doing some sketching. You're going to sketch the design ideas that you have, multiple sketches hopefully. You're going to include those images of your sketches in your design notebook. And then if you have some time today, we want to make decisions about which idea you want to go with and start collecting some of those materials so you're ready to build next time. All right. It's important, or our question is, why is it important to create design sketches? So as you're working today, you should have that essential question in the back of your mind, thinking about, why are we doing this? Why is this important to take ideas that I have in my head and actually put them down on paper? And that's what we're going to be doing today. So before the end of the day, today you should answer that question as well. All right, so let's pause the video right now and open up your design notebook. All right, now that we've got our design notebook open, again, you can see in our roadmap here, our plan, that you are going to complete your design sketches and then collect materials. And all of this work today is going to be part of the developing ideas portion of our design process. So developing ideas is coming up with a plan. It's just, again, getting those ideas and all that knowledge that you have about what you're supposed to do now and, figuring out what you want to do. All right. And so if we click on our bookmark here on day number 2, that will take us right down to the start of day number 2. So as always, set a goal for yourself. What would you like to learn? What would you like to accomplish today as you're working through this? You see our essential question again, why is it important to create design sketches? So finish the rest of that statement there as you're working through this. And then today, as you go down here, you can see, again, the directions here. You're sketching possible design ideas. On your sketches, we want to label what materials you're going to use. You're going to include those images of your sketches here in the design notebook, and then ultimately decide which of those designs you want to create. So today we see 3 different boxes, sketch 1, sketch 2, and sketch 3. Everybody must do 1 sketch. Okay, you should do 2 sketches. If something happens with the first one, if you have a second idea, then you have a plan to go back on and build. Otherwise, you have to, if you only have 1 sketch, 1 idea, and that doesn't work out, then you have to go back to the beginning and come up with other ideas as you're building. And so you should have a second sketch, and then you could aspire, you could go above and beyond, really exceed the expectations and do a 3rd sketch if you would like. All right, so now there's different ways that you can do sketches. One of the ways is to use the drawing tool here in Google. So if I go to sketch number 1, I want to go to insert and I can choose drawing. I want to do a new drawing. So I click on drawing, and this allows me to then create my drawing right here through Google. So you could do a kind of an online Google drawing if you would like. So maybe my idea is something, I'm just going to make a line. This is not going to be very good because I'm doing this rather quickly. You're going to do a little bit better job. I'm going to choose a shape. I'm going to go with the circle and kind of put the circle right here. Those I want connected. So I'm just going to do that. I'm just coming up with this quickly. Let's do a kind of a curved line here. Oh, that's not what I want. So I'm going to choose back here. Let me just do a straight line, kind of a couple straight lines here. This will make more sense here in just a second. Kind of looks like a person doing a push-up, a stick person doing a push-up. So then what we want to do is we want to make sure that we label things. So let's just say this is my idea. Okay. Now, again, there's not much to this. We expect you to do a little bit better job. You don't have to be a perfect artist. Nothing has to be perfect. We just want you to, again, get those ideas from your head down on paper. So we want to label this because right now you see a stick person doing a push-up. Well, so what were the things that I was thinking of? So I'm going to choose the text box here, and I'm going to label that this right here is a plastic spoon. Okay. So I'm going to just label that as a plastic spoon. I can actually, if I click on this, I'm just going to drag it up a little bit. I can now, I'm going to add an arrow just showing what is the plastic spoon. So the plastic spoon is that thing right there. Okay. Oops. Go back. Choose the cursor. Oh, goodness, I apologize for this. Yeah, Let's do it this way instead. I'm just going to move, oh, it's connected to it. That's why I learn something new every day. All right, so there's the plastic spoon labeled. I'm going to choose another text box because I have some other things here. I'm going to label this one right here. I'm just going to shorten this text box down a little bit. This right here, what I was thinking of is this is going to be, these are rubber bands. I've got rubber bands at home that I could use. And so the rubber bands are, those things are just going to pull this back. Let me just grab another arrow here again and just kind of point. So that is the rubber bands. And so that's really a pretty simple kind of drawing, only a couple different things with this. All right. So once I'm done with my drawing, and again, you're going to spend a little bit more time than I did here on this video, but once you are done, you're just going to hit save and close, and that's going to put the drawing right there into your sketch number 1. Another way that I could do a sketch if you don't want to do a Google drawing is to actually do it on paper. Get out paper, get out pencils, get out colors, things like that. You're going to grab a piece of paper, okay? Grab a piece of paper and do a drawing. When you get done with that drawing, you're going to go to Insert, Image, choose Camera, and then when you choose Camera, it will allow you to take a picture and put it right here. So if I go ahead and there's my picture, so you can see I have things labeled again. So this one I've got wood at the bottom. Here's this plastic piece right here, a string. I've got it labeled as a string. Some duct tape. There's the cotton ball. And so you can see my second kind of idea. All right, so that's what you're going to do today. If you have questions about any of this, please reach out to your teacher and ask. If you would like to do a third drawing, definitely do a third drawing. Once you're done with those, complete your summary. What did you learn today? What did you complete today? And then you see the end of day 2. So as always, again, reach out to your teacher if you need help and ask those questions. But again, get those ideas down on paper. We're excited to see what you guys can build to get this cotton ball to fly as far as possible. All right, have a great day. Reach out to your teachers if you have questions. And we will see you next time.